I know how it is this time of the year. You want to get outside, you want to do that yard work. The sun is shining. You got to get the gardens going. Got to get the yard perfect because you got to have that neighborhood swagger. You got to be the person with that awesome yard. We've got Jacob Fletcher here from Wellbeings Chiropractic, and you guys are out in Lakewood, right?
Correct.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming in.
Absolutely.
This is an important topic because so many of us, we throw our backs out, we hurt things because we're not thinking before we do all this stuff.
That's right.
Can you give us an idea of what we're doing wrong?
Yeah, well, I think the first thing we want to think about is, nice weather, we're out. So before we jump into the yard work, let's think about warming up a little bit.
Warming up to work in the yard?
Absolutely. So you've got some sticks there. One of the ways is you can walk around and pick up sticks.
Oh, so just stretching basically is what you're doing.
Exactly. The other thing I want you to think about is squatting down and actually using your legs rather than your back, and we'll talk about that.
Especially if you're lifting heavy stuff, right?
Absolutely. So we're going to warm up with that. Maybe you're warming up with the mower.
Okay.
And when I have clients or even the kid clients that come into the office, a lot of them are rounding out their back.
Yeah.
And they're pushing just with their arms and putting a lot of strain on their back. So let's think about when you're mowing and maybe warming up, stand upright and use your legs as you're pushing.
Oh, really? Because my problem is it's so low and I'm tall and I got to do one of these. That's bad for my back?
That can happen. Some of them are adjustable, but you got to look around for that.
Got it.
When you jump into the garden and you're pulling the weeds, instead of bending over like you were talking about, let's maybe get a stool, something that you can sit down, or if your knees are healthy, then you come down on your knees to take some of that strain off of your lower back.
I see those pads in the store and I'm like, who needs this? But you're saying we should use one of them?
You need it.
Apparently. All right, and then this is about lifting, right?
Lifting.
This goes for so many things, but gardening.
Absolutely. Yeah, so one of the biggest things we see is injuries from lifting. And so a couple of things. We always hear lift with your legs, not your back. But when I see people or they show me what they're doing, they squat down a little bit, but they're still bending
so you're
over.
saying all the way down.
All the way down. Get nice and close.
Okay.
And then pick it up.
All right. And then lift it above your head.
If you want to do that, get some extra, burn some extra calories. And then when we're using the lawn tools, I got one here for the kids. Let's get the kids involved as well. But a lot of people tend to use the rake or a tool shovel one-sided the whole time.
So switch it up?
Switch it up. Switch it up, and you're getting the sticks there. That's perfect. Switch it up.
I hope they pay me extra for cleaning the front yard of the station.
I'm sure they will. Switch it up so the repetition, the strain on maybe your wrists, elbows, shoulder, or even as you're using the blower, just go back and forth. Switch it up.
Okay.
And it may be a little awkward, but over time, it'll become easier.
And when you're raking, should we be bending over like this, or is it better to try to stand up tall?
You want to try to stand up tall and avoid twisting, both when you're lifting and when you're doing the rake. Avoid twisting, so keeping it close.
Interesting. Okay, and you got the wheelbarrow. I mean, we fill this up with rocks. It can weigh 50 pounds.
Yeah, so you can take, maybe take an extra trip. Don't fill it up so full.
Yeah.
Don't be the hero. You got to come to work on Monday anyway.
Yeah, well, I don't know if they'd miss me. Greg could probably answer that question for you, but he'd probably be happy if I wasn't here because I hurt my back. Do you see that, though? Do you see people coming to you saying, yeah, I tweaked my back doing yard work?
Every Monday, people, especially, after I think we're done with the snow. Greg can confirm that. Yeah. But every Monday, people are spending a lot of time, especially with this gorgeous weather, out in their lawns, and inevitably sore pain. They're coming in, getting adjusted.
As much as it's good for business for you, you'd probably love to give a little advice so people can avoid that.
Absolutely. How can we prevent those injuries?
Cool. Thank you so much. Wellbeings Chiropractic, we appreciate you stopping by, Jacob. Always a pleasure to see you. Some good ideas. Greg, I know you don't do any yard work whatsoever, but nonetheless, if you ever do in your lifetime, this is good advice for you.
I'm limbering up right now. You can't see it. I got the golf club out, got it behind my back. Do a little front stretch.
Nice. Stretch it out, my friend.
Yeah, you don't want to pull a clicker hammy or anything like that. Otherwise, I can't do weather. So put that off to the side, and as we